What is up, everybody? So I kind of wanted to do this video. This is a question that was in relation to Alpha Megasin when he asked if you were going to change some stuff about Gamestop, what would you change? I guess the first thing that I would change is, and something that I do agree a lot with what he said, was having bigger stores. I think the store chain has grown immensely over the years to allow for bigger chains, such as like a store size of Target or something like that. I think it'd be kind of cool if in a mall situation they had like a huge section of the store, like the whole mall, like a huge section of the mall kind of for GameStop, where you could have like Nintendo 64 games, you could have SNES games, you could have GameCube games, you could be selling PS1, PS2, and PS3 games, even PS4 original Xbox games, and pretty much any type of video game that you can think of. I think that if you had a bigger store chain, you could hire more people, you could hire people for different sections of the store, people that actually knew the different types of systems that you were selling the games for, or even if you're selling game consoles such as the Nintendo, the SNES, some of the retro game systems and stuff like that. I think that could be very, very cool and a very good idea to kind of make the store chains a little bit better, so you're selling not just the current gen consoles games, but you're also selling kind of retro games and stuff like that, considering the fact that I'm sure they probably get games in every other year that are from different console generations, and they don't really give people that much money. But I think if they started selling more of those games, had more of those games in stock, I think that the market for that could grow immensely. Since I still have my PS3, I still have my PS4, I still have my PS2 somewhere in this house. I'm sure we still have our GameCube, so I think that if the GameStop chain sold more games that were of different variety, a lot more people would be coming to their stores. I think secondly, one thing that I'd change about GameStop is have different sections of games that were dedicated to a specific genre, sort of like science fiction, action adventure, third-person shooters, first-person shooters, racing games, sports games. I think if you had a different section or genre specifically for those games, people could come in and easily skim through the games and kind of, and since most of the games are alphabetized anyway, you could skim through the games and pick out the games that you wanted so much quicker than going through the store and looking through everything and trying to figure out which ones that you want. If they had a specific section kind of marking the different genres of games, you could easily go in there and pick up something like Uncharted or Mass Effect or Dead Space or something like that. I really do think that having a specific genre section could indeed help their sales as well, because then people would be looking in the specific area that they want, pick the game up easily, and then go right from there. But that would be kind of confusing in case like there's kind of different genres that kind of mixed in between each other, but do a little bit of research and you could probably figure out which section to put it in. Thirdly, I would say pay your employees more. I really do believe that we as a country are not being paid enough. I think we're being paying the minimum wage, which is like $7.25 an hour where I work, which honestly is not enough to live off of. There's so much stuff that you want to buy, and there's so much stuff that you want to have, but you don't have enough money for. You don't have enough money just to live off of. You don't have enough money to pay your bills, pay your rent, to pay your electricity bills, to pay pretty much everything, even buy food on the side. So most people I know have like 2 or 3 jobs on the side of the jobs that they already have. So I think if you paid your employees more at the game stores, they would be more willing to help out, because I think that a lot of people there aren't paid enough, and so that's why they don't really help out enough as much as they probably would if they were paid above or even more than minimum wage. I think in this day and age, inflation has kind of gone up to the point where we kind of need a bump in the raise of our paychecks in order to at least sustain a living, if we're just going to be working one job the rest of our lives, which honestly some people that work at GameStop aren't going to be working there the rest of their life, but for those that do, it would definitely help out, especially their managers who probably get paid dirt crap like just like the rest of their employees. I think it really would help. Another thing that I think I would change, I see a lot of YouTube videos where people go dumpster diving and they just pull out stuff that is like either a full game or it is like posters and stuff like that. I think they should really think about selling some of those items for whatever price, maybe having an area specifically for posters where you can purchase and buy the posters that they have on display, or even posters that they buy from the companies themselves, and so they can like purchase them. Because I think a lot of people that have game rooms or even entertainment rooms specifically would really love to have an area of the store where you can just go and purchase like a poster for a game that you really like and have it displayed on your wall of your game room to show off to people if you're doing like let's plays or gameplay walkthroughs or even vlog channels and stuff like that on YouTube. I think that'd be a very cool idea for them to sort of up their store. I know they sometimes do sell posters depending on if you pre-order the games, but sometimes they don't have those, and it's kind of nice to have an ability to buy some of the stuff that they're going to be end up throwing out anyway, especially for games that they want to sell but they can't sell. I mean, like, dock them in price and maybe people will buy more of them. So I think there's stuff that they're throwing away that could be put to good use, if not put to a charity type of thing, because I think wasting a whole bunch of stuff that you don't need is kind of bad, where in this day and age there's people that are poor that could probably use some of that stuff that you're throwing away. So those are kind of my thoughts on what I would change if I worked at GameStop, or if I was able to change anything at GameStop. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think, and as always, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.